Good morning. Good Saturday morning. Glad to have you with us. Beautiful, beautiful outside. I did not look at the current temperature this morning, but
About 45.
is that what it is?
Just a little bit chilly, but
Well, we have been so up and down.
I know.
With the temperature. 48 is what it says here now.
So we're going to go from, it was 39, what, early in the week? Or
yeah,
what?
isn't
It's going to be 90
that's
middle of the week.
We should not be surprised
Nope.
at this point. It's no rain, very little rain.
Very little rain.
Yeah, and not even summer yet. But 48 this morning, and like Mike said, going to hit the 90s. Maybe not today. I didn't even look what the high was today.
85.
Is it that high? Knocking on the door then of the 90s. But good baseball weather.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike maybe what Brett got to experience in Detroit and Cleveland. I'm guessing it was colder in Cleveland. I mean, in Detroit the day you went there than in Cleveland.
Yeah. It was
Either one windy?
both. both were really windy.
Off those legs, baby.
Yeah.
The great legs.
Yep. You got the wind. We seem to be having more wind here too, though.
Oh, we've had a lot of wind.
It seems like it's just every day the wind's,
Kicking up.
10 to 15 miles an hour. Except on the hot days.
Yeah, then it's dead calm.
It tends to disappear on those hot days. But oh man, what a weekend in sports. Some of the things that have gone on. You got a lot of baseball. Lenny, for the first time, the Red Sox won 2 in a row. Of course,
Last time I looked, they were 3-9. Where are they now?
4-9.
4-9.
Because they got beat last night.
they did get beat last night. I watched a little bit of that last night.
Don't worry, my season's already over.
Giants, they're not that bad, Mike.
Hey.
They're not that bad.
Long season.
Yeah. I asked Brett on the phone the other day, which baseball park did he like the best?
Yeah, good question.
I've seen both of those parks from the outside. Isn't that strange? I've seen both parks from the outside,
Right,
but I've not
right.
been in either one, Cleveland or Detroit.
I've been in the old Detroit
Yeah.
back in the late 70s.
Yep. I would love to have got to go to one like that, one of the old timies. There's only 2 of those left, and they're
Oh,
in
I know.
Chicago and Boston
That's right.
of the old timies. I don't think they'll ever, in our lifetime anyway, take them away. Do you?
I don't think so. Hope not.
I think they'll still be there.
We need something of.
I think that's partially why they're still there.
Well, everything else
Really?
is. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's
they're the.
exacerbated them staying.
Yeah, it was also.
I'm using the big multi-syllabic word. Lenny.
Yeah, how you spell that? That's probably
Try. I now want you to
that's
spell
probably
that
difficult.
word.
Yeah.
That might take a while. It would if it was me. But just keeping up with baseball a little bit. Who's a surprise to you guys so far on the upswing? What team out there, or player for that matter?
Pittsburgh's still
That's
above
the one that
500.
Brett said Pittsburgh early in the year, his pick as a surprise team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still above 500? They were.
I think they are.
Yeah, they're 8-5.
Ain't bad. I mean, I'm just saying, but that's probably. We know that'll change, but kind of
Or
cool.
do we?
Well, I don't know.
I mean-
Kind of cool to see Pittsburgh.
As long as you don't have to play the Dodgers
Yeah.
every day in the National
That's
League,
true.
or who else is really strong here in the? Who else has opened up really strong in the National League? And obviously, you're going to play some American League teams.
Oh, the Braves are 9-5.
Probably gonna
Yeah.
Milwaukee's 8-5. St. Louis is 8-5. So those are the. I guess Miami's 8-6. I guess that's a surprise.
Mets. They're hurting. They're hurting, aren't they?
7-7.
7-7.
Yeah.
No. What's his name either? Right for now.
Soto, yeah.
Soto out injured. It seems like the Mets just can't get it right for whatever the reason is. They just can't get it right, which does go to show you if you don't spend the money wisely, it's no good.
No, they spent the money.
They did spend the money.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a a collection of expensive guys that don't fit together, or if it's maybe it's lack of. I don't know what it is. I mean, it looks like they hadn't scored a ton of runs so far. 56 in 14 games. What's 4 runs a game? I don't know. That's probably below average, but 56 scored, 53 allowed.
Just looking at some of the.
I mean, the Dodgers have scored 83 in one less game than the Mets have played.
Yeah. Plugging up here. There we go. Get a little power to the situation. Yankees fall last night to the Rays 5-3. Rockies fall to the Padres. Padres 5-2. Dodgers over the Rangers. A walk-off hit, I do believe I read just a minute ago.
Yeah, Max Muncy. It was his 3rd home run of the game.
3 home run, yeah.
Really? Was it a solo shot or were they?
Yeah, no, it was tied. They were actually up 7-4 going to the 9th, and Diaz gave up 3 runs.
8-7, the Dodgers
And it
win
was
that.
7-7, 2 outs when he hit it.
Yeah, 2 outs
Bottom of the
and
ninth.
0-2 count.
Really? The Nationals 7-3 over the Brewers, and the Mariners 9-6. Those are some of the upper scores. Mariners over the Astros last night. I saw something in baseball this past week I don't think I've ever seen in my life and will probably never see again. You go to a baseball game, they always tell you you're going to see something that you've never seen at a baseball game, and
Yeah, you usually do.
and this one, you guys will know it when I give you this hint right here. It was because of the trifecta. Anybody? I can't remember what team. But the outfielder had 3 robs of a home run. The right fielder.
Yeah.
3 in one game.
Joe Adele.
I mean,
I know now.
Yeah,
people don't get one of those in their career.
I know.
There's a lot of outfielders don't get one of those in their career. He had 3. He robbed 3 home runs.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember his name?
Joe Adele
Joe Adele with
Angels.
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 Well, the Angels need something to give them a spark. I don't know what their record is right now,
Yeah,
but
they're around 500. I think.
Are they?
7-7, something like that.
but I kept thinking they're showing the same one. Well, obviously the third one you could tell wasn't the same one
Right.
because he was all the way back in the bleachers.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
But I'm telling you, guys live for those kind of moments, and you know you might see this day and time that they're so much more athletic. I'll say that the outfielders and they're going up and getting those kind. You might see one a week.
Right.
You might see one a week, but 3 by one guy in a game. That's
Was he the guy that catapulted over?
Yes.
Yeah, in the corner of the right field. Yeah,
yeah.
unbelievable.
That's to me. I mean, that's equivalent to you hitting 3 home runs in the game.
You're
at the
saving.
plate.
You're saving how many runs?
Yeah.
I don't know how many it would have been, but
And they did win the game, didn't they?
Now that I don't know. I'm not that.
That's funny.
It was so emphasized the plays.
It was.
I don't know whether they did or not.
It was. It was very. Yep. That was the whole story. It seemed like that, and it should have been. It should have been. Did they put little things? I mean, that's not a little thing, but did they put stuff like that, like in the Hall of Fame, like you know what I mean, like something on display? Because there are things in the Hall of Fame that are not players.
Right.
You know, they could put his glove
Events,
in the
things
Hall of
like that,
Fame. You
yeah.
know, for robbing those three home runs. I've never seen anything like it, especially the last one. I'm wondering why the rule is if you make the catch, even if you're on the other side of the wall, it's still an out. You know, I always wondered that, even from being a kid, why that's not a home run. Because if he had to go out of the park to catch it, you know. But it always has been, as long as I can remember. If you pull it back in, it's an out. What do you guys think now that we've got almost 3 weeks in? Is that right? About 3 weeks of baseball in?
Yes.
About the strike call, the replays and stuff like that. The replays of the questioning of strikes and going to the monitor. I love the fact that it takes about 5
5
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah, that's the thing. Quick.
I like it myself. I mean, and I think the players are still adjusting to it, but I think it'll be even more, what's the word on it, streamlined as it goes on, because the young players seem to know it better than the old because they've been doing it in the minor leagues.
That's right.
Yeah, I like it so far.
Yeah, it's not taking up much time. I heard one broadcaster say, we didn't realize umpires were so bad, you know. But he's wrong. We did realize it. We did realize. I mean, most people that watch baseball realize it. They're not bad. Those pitches are just hard to call.
I've only seen one that really missed by a lot. Where I mean, the ball was like 5 inches outside the strike zone, and he called it a strike. All the other ones I've seen challenged, they were real close.
Yeah, and you can tell if any part of the baseball is on the square.
Yeah.
It's a strike.
Yeah.
You know, if it's touching it, it's a square, and that's the way it ought to be.
And like you said, Brett, some of them, I don't even get them right.
Yeah.
Some of them, they're so close. I said, nah, I believe that was a strike.
Well, I'll look at it, and I'll also
if the umpire
say,
can't see that, you know, if we can't see it, then the umpire.
I'll be watching the game and think, well, surely they're going to question that one. But they don't, you know. I mean, you better be pretty sure, you know. Who was the batter the other night? I don't know if you guys were watching the game or not. It might have been the Red Sox. It might have been the smart A that he is. What's their first baseman? He called for a replay instantly, and he didn't even wait. He went on to first, like he was mad. That was pretty interesting. He got it right. I mean, he was right that it should have been ball 4, but that was funny that he just when they had tapped his hat and walked to first base.
And I think where they'll get better at it is as the time goes along, the players will get more comfortable. They'll use it more as a strategy than just as that possession. You know, just like it's first inning. You're talking about Contreras, same thing. I believe it might have been last night. Did the same thing the first inning, and it was a ball. And I thought at the time, well, it looked like it might have been a ball. And I thought part of that might have been he was back in St. Louis. You know, that was. But so and he lost it. So you're in the first inning, and you already are down to 1 when you might really need it in an important time in the game.
Yeah. Richard says instead of good morning, Richard says hello, friends. So we know what that's about.
We know what that's all about.
We'll get into the Masters here in a little bit. Rory taking a leaping jump out
runaway.
front. Yeah.
Is it a tradition like no other or unlike any other? I can't remember.
Unlike
any
other.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is. What do you think, Brett?
That's what they say on TV.
They say
a
unlike?
tradition unlike any other.
Okay.
But not.
Hey, I guess they do. But it is a tradition like any other too, because we've had many Masters tournaments throughout. Okay, if you got, we'll throw this in there real quick. If you got to bet today, and you're gonna have to bet $5,000, Rory or the field?
A Rory.
As far as going into the clubhouse with the lead, is that what you're doing?
No, winning the thing.
Winning the thing.
What's going into the
It's
clubhouse
the
with
biggest
the league?
It's the biggest lead at this
Ever.
point in the Masters.
36 holes.
36
I'm
after
Brett,
36 holes.
And what did I see
He
yesterday?
seems focused.
He does.
80%. There's one time a guy lost.
Yeah.
They,
Probably Greg.
no, it was
Norman.
Somebody.
He had some
The
jokes.
shark.
Somebody I didn't know. It wasn't a name at Richard, and all the others were 5 shots.
5 shots.
and
Okay.
I believe it was either 4 or 5, and all of them but one. Nicholas was one of them in there that had one.
Yeah.
And
Has anybody ever shot he shot the back down in 31. Has anybody ever done that? Probably, I'm sure, but wow.
that's
31.
Yeah, he's couldn't win it for years and years and years. He won it last year for the first time, and now he's wanting to double up.
16
You know.
Yeah.
He birdied 6 out of the last 7 holes yesterday.
Yeah.
Or well, I don't know if he started. Was that his second 9? I don't even know what he played.
Yeah.
If he started on 1 or started
he
on
started
10.
on one. It was the back 9 where he.
Shot a 65, right? What's the all-time record for a single round?
At the
62,
Masters?
63, probably.
Nobody in the 50s? I mean, it
it
seems like there has been somebody like a
believe.
59 or something,
Could
but
be.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see. Butch says, unlike the field, Boo Roy. Okay. Or Rory. Maybe he's okay. He's saying Rory, not Roy. Yeah. Spell check made it say Roy. Let's see, Mike. I thought I had one from Mike Painter. Yes, he said, good morning, STG. Ned says, Augusta, you better say it the way they say it. The way they said. I don't know what that means. At Augusta, you better say it the way they say it, or something like that. Or they'll kick you out, maybe. I mean, all the time.
This says
down there.
the lowest single round in Masters history is 63.
63.
Yeah.
And there's only been one of those?
Two.
Two?
Nick Price in 86 and Greg Norman in 96.
So that would be the year that Norman
That
collapsed,
he then folded.
right?
Well, it could have been finished second 3 times,
Three
so
times,
it
yeah.
necessarily wouldn't have been that one.
Yeah.
At least 3 times.
That's true.
I believe I heard.
Yeah. It is the best golf tournament on television. It is the best one we watched.
Are there any
and
big
it's-
names that didn't make the field? I really hadn't looked for that yet. I mean, the cut, I should say.
Yeah, there were.
DeChambeau didn't.
No, he was way
back.
Yep. I saw him finish up.
Yeah, plus
It wasn't
6.
No.
Bubba Watson, who's won it twice, he didn't make the cut, but he hadn't really been relevant in a while.
Relevant lately, has he?
No.
No 59 at Augusta. That's what Butch says. He's correcting me there. They ain't gonna nobody. So he's saying nobody will ever shoot a 59, and he's probably right.
There hadn't
If
been
Tiger
too
didn't
many,
do it,
period, have it? Al Guyberger, I think, was one of them, had a 59 many years ago.
yeah. Ned says patrons, not fans. That goes back to his earlier. I want them called patrons, I guess, and not fans at Augusta. Let's get back to baseball a little bit. Wrap up baseball. We got a lot of things because basketball wound up this past week. College basketball, NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball is starting to settle in.
NFL draft looming.
NFL draft is less than 2 weeks away now, right? Two Thursdays from now, the NFL draft. There's just this is even though that football is not in the picture, in the big picture right now, it's still a very good time of.
And the draft's gonna be in Pittsburgh. I think that's a great venue for it.
Yeah. You know what? There's some places they probably won't ever go, but they've got 10 good choices
Oh, yeah.
of NFL cities that they could rotate it around, I would think. I mean,
I think any of them.
Do you?
I think any of them would be great.
yeah. Well, I do too, but are they
Now, what they need
are they
is
going to Arizona?
they
That's the
need
first one
that
comes
team
mind.
to at least have a first-round pick, because that would
Yeah.
suck if you went if you went to Arizona and they didn't even have a first-round pick. That wouldn't be good.
That
But
wouldn't be good.
What you guys' thoughts on the quarterback? What's his name from Indiana? Going to be taken
Mendoza.
first and going to be absent from the draft. Not going to be there.
oh, is he?
Yeah, not going to be
He's
there.
gonna be back
But
home in California.
you do know the reason, though. We know the reason behind this is his mother's illness,
That's right.
right? Yeah, she's a really sick person, from what I understand. Even though she did attend the football games, yeah. And I can't remember what it is, what the
Yeah,
sickness
it's a
is. but
chronic.
It is.
Is it MS? Am I making that
Well,
up?
if he wants to
She's
have
in a
that
wheelchair.
moment with his mom, then I don't blame him.
Exactly.
I don't blame him for not
Exactly.
being there.
And I don't think anybody has really had any harsh words.
No, I
you know.
don't. I don't see why they would.
But I will say this: the NFL, that hurts him.
It does.
That hurts him a
He's
little
the
bit.
number one guy.
Yeah, and if he's going to actually be the number one pick and he's not present, it hurts you. It hurts you for about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then everything else will get back rolling.
Speaking of him, obviously we think he's going to the Raiders, right?
I would guess.
What I'm hearing.
But what do you think about them getting Cousins? How do you think that's going to play out?
There's only two ways it could play out, Mike.
He starts or he don't. Or Cousins starts.
And if they did the right thing, Cousins would probably start while he watched for at least 5 or 6 games.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
That's what I'm
and learn a little more.
And there's be so much extreme pressure, it takes the pressure off.
Yeah,
It does.
Of
Yeah.
Mendoza.
Just have
it
to-
does.
Because you're going in a place that's not been
not been-
successful.
Not been good.
And
Well, and there's almost no chance that team's good
No.
right.
this year.
Yep.
Right.
So,
But no, they're going to have to build.
Get
slow.
Cousins beat up. Don't,
Yeah.
don't get
Yeah,
your
get
future
Cousins
star
beat up.
beat up. You know, I mean that's just the way you have to do it. And Cousins,
Obviously, their O-line was not any good, right? I mean,
and they're in a division with 3 really strong teams.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, they have no chance of winning this year.
no.
what did you think about Cousins' quote? Did you guys hear Cousins' quote?
No. don't.
Classy as you can get. If I'm not the best quarterback, I shouldn't start.
Okay.
That's what he said about
Yeah.
opening day. And he's always been that way, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I think it's a good move for them. I mean, you got to start somewhere, and they're not going to be good this year. But
No, they're not, but okay.
it would be cool if they did get good.
It would probably help a lot if Brady went to being the general manager of the team in,
Yeah.
full time.
Full time.
You know.
But
And they have a new coach, right?
Yes.
Who do they hire?
It's a former NFL coach's son. It is. I know Rodney will be able to tell me that. As a matter of fact, Rodney sent me a message. Saw a little of the Braves scuffle this week. Yeah, that was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that as well on replay.
It's Kubiak. Clint?
Yeah,
Clint
and
Kubiak.
remember his dad? What was
Yeah,
his dad's
Gary.
name? Gary.
Gary
That's the dad,
Kubiak,
Yeah, yeah.
who
Gary.
won a Super Bowl, right?
I think he did.
You win one with Denver?
Denver.
Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sons of coaches usually make good coaches. I will say that. So,
Yeah.
it seems like,
Oh, there's Shanahan
he's
and
done pretty well.
Schottenheimer. He just had 1 year.
Kiffin.
Yep. Monty was never a head coach, though,
No.
was he? He was always a defensive coordinator.
Defensive guy, yeah.
But Lane Kiffin, you probably stirring some stuff up now, Mike. I see you wearing purple over there, but don't be stirring up the Lane Kiffin. That's different. That's a different purple you got on there. Let's see. Butch says Tiger and Mickelson and Ricky Fowler not playing. Yeah, I wondered about Ricky Fowler. I asked the wife about him yesterday because he's never won it. Fowler's never won a major, has he?
No.
I don't think he has.
Never won a
No.
major. Been in contention over and over and over. But his age now has got to be what? 40?
Nah, I don't think he's at 35 maybe.
Not that anything wrong with 40. I'd love to be there.
Why is he not playing?
It must
Is
be
he
an
injured?
injury.
I don't know.
Mickelson, I think, had some kind of personal problems
Some
at
health
home.
reasons at home. I
And not
didn't
him,
elaborate.
not him,
on
but
it.
a
Yeah.
family member
Yeah.
with health reasons, and we know Tiger's situation.
Yeah, and I think Tiger was going to play until this
Yeah, probably so.
recent
But Ricky Fowler,
incident. Ricky Fowler's 37.
37. Yeah. Let's see. Monty says I'm. Yeah, we're gonna get that in a little bit, Monty. That's why one of the reasons that Lenny's here and what he wants to talk about. The new
Talk
coach
about
has
out of
been
the
named.
powdered blue.
And let's see, Clint Kubiak says Rodney on that coach we were looking for there. I'm not going to go through all the Major League Baseball standings, but I do just want to talk about them for just a minute or two about some of the leaders, who's hot, who's not, that kind of thing, and what you guys kind of expect moving forward. The Yankees, they've cooled off a little bit. Monty would probably agree there. They've cooled off a little bit. They're 8-5, still leading the division. I can't believe that how many teams in this division are below 500. Even Toronto
Yeah.
is still a
Everybody
game.
except the Yankees.
Yeah, everybody below 500 except the Yankees. Toronto, Tampa, Baltimore. Boston finally won 2 in a row for the first time this week against a team I
As
wouldn't have.
bad as Boston's played, they're still in it.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
division with the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it looked like the Yankees were going to run away, but now they've kind of come back to the pack.
Yep. I
Boy,
agree.
Boston can't win on the road. 1-6.
Ones that can't win at home either.
Not too good.
That's not a good
Can't
combination.
score any game, period.
They are having trouble scoring runs, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
minus 12.
Minus 12. That's how many they've scored all year.
That's differential.
You're
yeah.
not going to win too many games. Scoring minus
Differential
12.
and runs scored, runs allowed.
Cleveland, exactly what I expected. I think Brett was in Cleveland this past week. Got to see the. I still can't get Indians.
They're just
off my-
a solid group of no-name players. Really.
Yeah, and
I
they're
mean,
like
Jose Ramirez
blue collar.
is a well-known player, but that's it.
It fits the city, right? They're blue
Yeah.
collar. I mean,
Blue-collar
they just
city.
they just get out there and work and work for their wins and do a good. You look at the Guardians. They're 8-6. Their run differential's negative. Negative,
right.
-3. And here's one. I know they're only 7-7, but how come every time I check a score, the Twins won? It seems like every time I look at their score, Twins are winning. And I think
they swept Detroit
Yeah, I think they did too.
this past week.
Uh,
Yeah, four in a row
Beat
over Detroit.
and that was in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Detroit took to the road after you saw Detroit play
St. Louis.
St. Louis, so you got to see what's his name from East Lincoln there.
Burleson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I watched him last night on TV. Burleson, he's moved into a solid starting position. He's not going anywhere. He's
he's one of their
he's
top hitters.
He's their main guy. He's
Yeah.
hitting third in the lineup, playing first base, and plays a terrific first base. Just really having a terrific season early on anyway. Cleveland, Minnesota, Kansas City, Detroit, Chicago. I still don't think. I look for Chicago to probably stay down there a little bit. Detroit, though, I still think they have enough talent to. Where did that pitcher wind up? Scooble?
He's still there.
Is he? He
Yeah.
stayed?
But this is his last. He'll be a free agent.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just been trade talks, or what they're going to try to do with him, or if they're just going to hang on and hope he will re-sign.
Speaking of another division being tight, look at Texas and the Angels. I mean, they are a half game separates them. Texas is 7-6 and lead the division. You know.
Yeah.
The Angels 7-7, A's 6-7, Houston 6-8, Seattle.
And the predicted favorites last.
The two, I would say,
yeah.
the two predictive favorites are on the bottom. But the funny thing is, Lenny, they're 2 games out.
Right.
Where are the Athletics playing this year?
Still in
Still
Sacramento.
yeah.
It's been all over the news.
Yeah.
I was kidding. There's not been much talk about the A's. Can you name me somebody that plays for the A's? I know Lenny can.
It's not exactly like if the Dallas Cowboys were moving.
Brent Rooker, who's hurt.
The Cowboys should move to Waco, North Carolina. Get them mixed up and go to the wrong one, right? Oh, man. That's
Did you know the A's have a Max Muncy?
They do.
Yeah,
Same
isn't that
name.
weird?
It's same birthday.
Oh, you got to be
Dude,
kidding.
I think it's the same. Look it up.
Now they both play third base. too.
And same age?
No,
No.
this
Okay,
one's
the one that
23.
opens
It's
up.
I
his,
thought you
it's
were
his
gonna
son.
But I think they have the same birthday. I think I heard somewhere.
August 25th, 2002.
I'd heard they had a Max Muncy, but I did not know they had the same birthday.
Let's see.
I may be wrong on that. I thought I heard that.
That is
No, you're right.
absolutely strange right there. Is their names spelled
Yeah,
exactly the
exactly
same?
the same. They both play third. They're just 13 years apart,
What if one would go play for, they'd switch teams for one night? Would anybody notice?
or 12 years apart.
And we got a Dodgers and a who? Milwaukee, did you
A's.
say? A's, the A's.
And that's where I think that's where Max Muncy of the Dodgers was before
When they play each other, they should get their picture made, you know.
he came to the Dodgers
What would it be if they got traded? Both of them.
for each
Max
other.
Muncy was traded
Yeah.
for Max Muncy today. Did I hear that right?
That's why I say just go back and forth playing. I wonder if there are others like that.
Or like you say,
Same.
Brett, if you don't know that, when they're playing each other, Max Muncy's batting for Oakland. Well, he just batted for the Dodgers last half inning ago.
Hey, who did the move last year? Somebody played in 163 games last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, who?
I'm guessing that'd never been done before. But this guy played in 163 games because he played for
oh,
a
I would
team,
think it has been done.
and the other team had a day off, And then he went, that's just odd.
Yeah.
He got to play 163 games. Will that tarnish a record if he had one? Yeah, he played an extra game. Surely not when it took 163. Anyway, all right, here we go. Braves 9-5. Surprise, or where you thought they'd be?
Not really, but
Yeah.
other than their pitching's banged up, that's the thing about it. They've done pretty good with 3 starters out.
Yeah,
Potential starters.
They've only given up 37 runs. I think that's the lowest in all of baseball.
Plus 40 differential. It's the best.
Yeah.
Actually, the Yankees have allowed 34, so the Braves
34.
are second lowest.
Yeah, the Yankees
Yeah,
are winning
second.
with pitching, I think,
And they've
more
got
than they are their
Spencer
bats
Strider
right
still
now.
not out, still out, and Schellenbach, and then there's another one. There's 3 potential starters that didn't start the season. Boy.
Let's see. Butch says Cardinals tied for first place in Fuego. I like that. He says, Rodney says, speaking of Cleveland's Ramirez, I heard this week he broke their all-time games played record.
Yeah, he did.
Indians,
too.
all-time games played record for as an Indian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's or not an Indian anymore.
Yeah, that's how I
That split it.
Guardian.
say that. Some of us hard-headed still.
I can't get it. Can't get that one switched. It's just
Guardian Indian.
yeah. But they do have little decals, don't they, Brad? As you go into the stadium or whatever, that are Guardians. What are they?
It's actually
What's it
pretty.
look
It's
like,
actually
the
pretty
graphic?
neat.
Is it?
Yeah. I like theirs a lot more than Washington Commanders. Their story behind. I'm not going.
Yeah, it's something to do with the city.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
yeah.
The Guardians has
Which I guess Commanders is to do with
commander in chief
Commander in
Commander-in-Chief.
Chief. Yeah, but
and military.
Military.
Cleveland's done a better job marketing theirs. But you still, I still saw as many Indians jerseys in the stadium as I did Guardians jerseys.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. At least that tells you they've been.
And they still use the tribe. They still say "Go Tribe."
Go
You
Tribe.
see tribe on stuff.
Do
Yeah.
they still play the drum in the outfield?
I didn't notice that.
You remember that, Lenny? They've always just beat a drum as the game goes along, just a slow, a slow pace. You could just hear it in the background any game you're
Back in
watching.
those days when they didn't have all the no names.
Yeah.
You were saying
Yeah.
when Albert Bell and
Oh yeah, in the
Ramirez
'90s. In the
and
'90s, they
Coleman.
were loaded with stars.
Rodney, we'll get into that in a little bit. Maybe that's a whole different sport and topic. So we'll go back to that. Cardinals 8-5, Pirates 8-5, Milwaukee 8-5, Cincinnati 8-6, and the last place Cubs are one game below 500 at 6-7. Most balanced division
Yeah.
in baseball right now, and it's early. Could you see any of those 5 winning that?
Yeah.
I know who I would take. The only other
I think Milwaukee's got the
second
best
most wins.
roster.
Yeah, Milwaukee's the one I would take.
Yeah, Brewers.
Yeah, but any of them could.
Cincinnati's been outscored by 17, but they're 2 games above
They
500.
got some good pitching. You know, if they could hit a little, Cincinnati.
They might have got beat 18-1 one game.
Yeah.
Skew that a little bit. I mean, you just never know.
Well, they lost 10-2 yesterday.
You learn more about that the further it goes on down the road. If you're getting outscored, 2-1, you're not going to win many games. If the ratio is 2-1, it will catch up with you. But that's a pretty good division. And then there's Brett's Dodgers, who have a pretty good lead here for this early in the season. 2.5 over Arizona. The Dodgers are 10-3, best record in baseball, and followed by the D-backs, Padres, Rockies, and Giants. I watched a couple games, and I know Lenny did too, with the Padres and the Red Sox. And I also watched the Padres playing somebody else. They're pretty loaded.
Yeah,
They're pretty
yeah.
loaded as a roster. I mean, I would love to have that
And I
lineup.
believe they're on a. They start off slow, but they won 7 out of 9. I believe I heard.
Have they?
Now,
Yep. The one guy that got a standing ovation at Fenway, help me with his name.
Bogarts.
Yeah. He didn't hit the ball well in the Boston series, but I don't.
the other night though, he hit a walk-off grand slam.
Did he?
I believe. I can't
He
remember.
hadn't-
Night
he hadn't
4
been
last.
Yeah, he
great.
did.
It was a
He-
game
it was
that-
tied. The game was tied. And he hit a walk-off grand slam. He sure did.
He hadn't been great in San Diego. Not as good of a hitter as he was in Boston.
Yep. Boston's made 2 major mistakes over the years, and that's letting him get away. And
How many did you say?
and I probably would have kept.
You said 2?
Devers too.
I kind of well, there's more, but
yeah, this stand out to me right now. Just stand out.
Well, the Bill Simmons still talks about the Mookie Betts trade being
let Mookie
one of
Betts
the worst
walk.
trades in baseball history.
We got Mookie Betts still on our team.
I had tried.
Connor Wong is our Mookie Betts. That's what we've got left from the
Is that right?
Mookie Betts trade.
Yeah. Well,
Don't forget Babe Ruth.
didn't that? Yeah, that was a pretty bad one too. Boston and their wicked ways. How about that? Any surprises, you guys, in baseball? Any player standing out? Looks like might make a MVP run or a Cy Young run, or I'm talking about for the full season. And you cannot predict injuries. So.
Yeah, I hadn't even looked at any
I haven't
stats
either.
or anything.
I haven't
Nobody's really took off right now.
Yeah.
And I think Cal Raleigh only has one home run
Yeah,
through
you're right.
14
Well, he
games.
was. And that was just recently when he hit it.
Baseball after 13 games, it looks like some people's played 14. It's a little more even than I thought it would have been. Early on here. Now somebody might take off. The Dodgers are equipped to take off and leave everybody. The Yankees are equipped to take off and leave everybody. Because one reason I say that about the Yankees is if they're winning with pitching, their bats are going to come alive. I'm not saying they're not scoring, but they're probably going to score more as it heats up.
And well, I'm gonna give the Yankees the same analogy as the Braves. The Yankees pitching's hurt.
Yeah.
Because Garrett Cole's not there yet.
that's
Carlos
right.
Rodon's not there.
Yeah.
So they're, and
they've still been great.
They feel like they're going to get even better,
Yeah.
pitching wise.
Yep. 34 runs allowed in 15 games. That's just, what, 2.5 runs?
Yeah, that's hard to do.
That's low. That's low, and that's with the pitchers that they are using at this time. Let's take our first time out. We appreciate you tuning in. Brett, you got lyrics ready?
Yeah.
I'll let you do them, and then because mine are behind the board here. What you got?
I think I'm going to be sad.
Well, I hope not. Back in a moment.
Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln has been serving the Piedmont of North and South Carolina since 1919. Sure, they deliver to your home with home heating oils. They'll help keep you warm, but they do a whole lot more. They feature bulk fuel delivery, on-site and commercial fueling, backup generator fueling, and farm and agricultural fueling. For home or business or farms, call on Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln, 704-735-2508. Online at rhodesandbill.com, located at 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too.
Buy more, save more at Lebo's Shoes, Western, and Dance. Check out your favorite brands from Ariat, Brooks, Wrangler, and more. Buy 2 clearance items and get 20% off. Buy 3 clearance items and get 30% off. Buy 4 or more clearance items and get 40% off the lowest marked price. Stop by any of their 7 store locations, including their new store at 2128 North Carolina Highway 16 Business in Denver in the West Point Shops. Hours Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m. Shop online at lebos.com.
Get up to $3,000 off select Polaris off-road vehicles at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell, or get financing as low as 1.99% APR for 36 months. But that's not all. Get up to $1,500 bonus bucks on new Honda Pioneer, Prowler, Talon models, and rev up the new year with the new Slingshot. Get $1,000 customer cash or financing as low as 1.99% for 36 months with no money down at Full Throttle Power Sports. 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit mooneyinsurance.com.
Trick One Automotive in Lincoln has just expanded their tire lines. Sure, they still sell Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, but now they also sell Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. They have become this area's tire headquarters. If it's round and it rolls, you'll find it at Trick One Automotive in Lincoln. And don't forget they do all types of automotive repair. This month, get a front end alignment for just $89.95 this month only. And one more thing, Trick One Automotive Center is now a distributor for Valvoline Oil. Trick One Automotive Center, 1924 Gastonia Highway in Lincoln, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Like them on Facebook too.
This is Creighton Kell with Kell Insurance. We have been helping people for over 25 years with all their Medicare needs. We represent the same national and local companies as the insurance agencies you see on TV. And you know what? We can sit down with you one-on-one and help you find the right plan just for you.
Kell Insurance is located beside the Cultural Center and behind Gillum Realty in downtown Lincoln. 107 North Cedar Street. Call 704-732-4646 and follow them on Facebook. Kell Insurance.
Welcome back. Man, having trouble with that headset, getting that thing on right. Brett had some lyrics. Mike was quickly to get them. Let's see who
I
else.
can name that tune in 5 seconds. Anybody else?
Monty says, "How about the Babe?" We mentioned that one. Brett, or Mike, or somebody brought that one up about the Babe. If he's talking about the trades, Boston trades. Give those lyrics again, Brett.
I think I'm going to be sad. I think it's today.
Tell me the next line, Mike.
The girl that's driving me mad is going away.
Is that it? Yeah. Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride. The Beatles.
Early Beatles.
I should have got that.
Probably.
I had something else on my mind instantly, and then once that happens, it's like, you can't get another thought going there to get it correct. A lot of things going on in sports, as we talked about the NFL draft. Is the NFL draft the most watched athletic event in the country with no game? With no game. It's not the most watched because that would be the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean,
or World Cup.
I was just talking about in the month of April.
Yeah, but I just wonder if it's the most watched thing.
Yeah, with no game.
With no contest.
No
participation. A sporting event with no contest.
Yeah, they've turned it into a mega.
What about the Olympics opening ceremony?
Yeah, well, that's a possibility.
I would say that's the most watched worldwide.
That's only every 4 years.
But I would still go with the I would still go with the NFL draft here in the U.S. I think I would still go with the draft. Now worldwide, no, because they're watching from most countries. I would guess, but
I was trying to think of other things that would even be in the conversation. I mean, I guess the NBA draft would be on the list, but it's not near as popular as the NFL.
Yeah. Do you like I got to ask this. Do you like the way the NBA chooses their draft order?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch it. way more than I do.
I also
Lee's
don't
probably
like
next, and then me and Mike.
how the NBA does. If there's a trade, they still come out and put the hat on them of the team that had the draft rights instead of the team they're going to. I never liked that.
Since we're on the subject, let's go ahead and throw this one out there. Who's the NBA Rookie of the Year? It's a two-man race.
It's a two-man race between Flag and Knipple.
Yeah, I think Flag should win it.
Boy, I heard something great yesterday. If you've never heard Doc Rivers on an interview, Mike, I'm so sorry you don't watch Dan Patrick.
I actually did.
That ranks in the top 5. I don't know if you guys saw it. That ranks in the top 5 interviews. He was so genuine, and Fritzy even got to imitate him with his rough voice. Doc quickly said, "I didn't used to have that kind of voice. I used to have a smooth voice, but all these years of coaching and yelling." But he was so good on there. And him and Dan have totally different responses. Dan says Cooper Flag should win that award because look at his numbers. He's on a bad team. They're not expected to win. He said if you pick the first pick in the draft in the NBA, you're not going to win many games because you're getting that first pick for a reason. Your team's not very good. But then Doc said Knipple would be his pick right now because he said he is on a good team and he's fitting right in and he's making the team better.
He's definitely doing that.
So I could see. I don't know. I think it's tough. I think it's a tough argument. I was leaning like Brett to Flag till I heard him describe or give all his reasons why he would go the other way with that. And I don't know if you've seen it or not, but the odds makers have it as Knipple winning it right now. Close in the voting, but
Knipple has played, I'll give you their stats. He's played 79 out of 80 games. Well, I think they played last night was their 81st game. So he's only missed one game. He plays 32 minutes a game. He's averaging 19, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Flag is averaging 21, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's played 69 games. I think last night made 70. So he's missed 11.
Has he had a 50-point game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Has he had multiple? Has he had more than one 40-point game?
He had
and you have to count the 50.
He had a 2-game stretch where he scored 45 and 51.
Really?
Yeah. And he is Dallas's best player. They're not a good team. They got, Anthony Davis got hurt and then they traded him. Kyrie's been out all year. So Flag has been asked to do
How many games did Flag miss?
He's missed 11.
11.
He averages 21, 7, and 5, 1 steal and 1 block.
I can't imagine. I don't know. I mean, I think both of them probably deserve it.
Flag's just the best. Flag's the best player.
He is the best
player.
He's got the more upside.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Of course, that shouldn't matter right now. It should be based on this year. But he has the numbers this year. When you look at, and you can't look at the wins and losses.
He averages 2.5 more points, about an assist and a half more, and 2 more rebounds. But then you look at Knipple's shooting. He shoots 48% from the field, 43% from 3, 86% at the line.
I think the
43 from 3.
The threes bring him into the mix.
Yeah, Flag's only at 30% from 3, but that's not his game. So
No.
Okay.
He didn't shot nowhere near as many. Probably as
if you got to vote, who you picking?
I already told you Flag.
I know you
Flag
did.
is mine.
I know you did say Flag.
Yeah, me too.
I think I would too, but I could see a case for either way. Has there ever been co? And is there a certain amount of votes out there? I don't even know how they do it. If it's an odd number of votes, they're not going to be co unless somebody else gets a vote.
Well, you vote 1, 2, and 3. I think.
Yeah.
I think the voters vote 1, 2, and 3, and it comes down to points. So they could. I mean, they could come out tied.
Yeah.
And
Dan said that would be probably the best way for it to end.
They could split the first place votes
so
and then
unlikely.
split the second place votes.
Yeah.
And if those are the only two really in the
Okay,
running.
here's how in the dark I am. If you got 3 votes, who's 3?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't know. I don't know where to go.
I don't know.
How big a gap it is, probably.
Yeah.
Just tells you.
Well, and I mean, I've kept up with those two more than.
Do you know somebody that? Okay, who was the big people
Well,
coming in?
I know another one that's good is Dylan Harper, who's
Okay.
with San Antonio. I can't remember if he was a second or third.
Did he play
pick.
college ball?
Rutgers.
Rutgers
Okay,
1
okay,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a son of Ron Harper.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ron Harper.
That's right. I do remember him.
And he's averaging 12 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and shooting 51% from the field. He's had a good year. And he will be, I think he'll be a bigger star than Knipple eventually. I would guess he's third.
Right. Right.
San Antonio's done an awesome job building their team
Oh,
through the draft. Well, and they've had,
Don't they kind of always?
they've traded
do that?
They've traded and got a collection of picks, and they've done really well in the draft. And then obviously they were just fortunate to get Wembanyama. Who's
I was going to say, aren't they the only franchise to ever draft Tim Duncan and Wembanyama?
he's
That helps you.
He was going to make
helps.
any franchise really competitive.
David Robinson.
David, yeah, the aircraft carrier.
Yeah. I don't think they call him that. I think they call him the.
They got Stephon Castle.
What is his nickname?
Admiral.
Admiral.
They got
that's
Stephon Castle a couple years ago out of UConn
right.
with the 4th pick, and I think he ended up being the best player in that draft, where they drafted him 4th. I think San Antonio could win it all this year.
Yeah.
Okay, the debate been a big debate on who should be the NBA MVP as well,
Yeah, that's another.
and SGA, Wembanyama, Joker, and there's one more name I heard thrown in there.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen
from
Brown?
the Celtics.
There might have been another one.
Yeah, I think Luka was in the conversation until he got
Yeah,
hurt.
that's
Now
it. It was Luka.
He's
It was
not
Luka.
going to play enough games.
Who you giving that to?
But listen to Luka's numbers, and he's not even. He was probably 4th before he got hurt. 33.5 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
Who's got the best record out of those teams that we're talking
Oklahoma City.
about? Okay.
Oh yeah, 64.
To
and
me, that
17.
kind of has to figure in. It would figure in mine.
SGA is averaging 31, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Yeah.
And then Wembanyama, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks.
He seems, SGA seems to be the best player on the best team. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
The best player on the best team. And that usually gets you some points there.
Well, I think him and Jokic are probably the 2 best players in the league.
If
Yeah.
Wemby stays healthy, he's going to win some MVPs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Jokic is averaging 28, 13 rebounds, 11 assists.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just go back to Dan Packer, and he makes a good point about it. He says that the Joker is making a highlight reel every night, but we expect it.
Yeah.
So it's not astonishing. It don't stand out because he does all that stuff every game, triple-double almost every game, and it's just not publicized that much anymore because you expect it,
And then Jaylen Brown, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. And what he did to keep Boston near the top of the standings while Tatum was out that's what's been so impressive with him. They've been pretty much been without their best player for 90% of the season up to this point, or 80% of the season, and they're still right there at the top of the standings.
There again, I don't know. Who do you guys have a pick in that?
Jokic is always going to have the numbers to say he should be MVP.
Yeah.
But
they don't. Their team.
But
Does their
Wembanyama-
team have a chance to win the title? Though?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. They're going to be the 3 seed,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 58 and 38.
I think they can win.
53 and 38.
and they're healthy now. They've missed a couple of guys a majority of the season, or half the season, that are really important, and I think they can win it.
We shall see. We're going to take a break. I'm going to give my lyrics next. Well, So Lenny, don't look if you want to try to guess them. I'm getting ready to get them pulled up here. But when we come back, we're going to talk about college basketball the week that was, and talk about Carolina's new hire. But here is my lyrics for this morning. Walking through forest of palm tree apartments. Back in a moment.
Make 2026 the year you finally move into your new dream home from Key Builders of Lincoln. Go online at mykeybuilders.com and check out their many floor plans. Locally owned and operated, and serving this area for 24 years. Yes, serving the Piedmont of North and South Carolina. That's Key Builders, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Your key to your new home is waiting for you from Key Builders in Lincoln.
How would you like to be your own contractor? Stop in at Bliss Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville and see Robert or Hunter. 5 years in business and the only engineer stamp AutoCAD design shed to home conversions. They know the North Carolina residential code and will build your county permit package. On-site built 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a true sleeping loft, multiple designs, cottages, cabins, studio apartments. Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes at 2268 Lincoln Highway, Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Call 704-727-8774. Open Sundays by schedule appointments only. Follow them on Facebook.
Buying a Bobcat is now easier than ever at West End Sales in Vail. Now get 0% APR financing. That means low monthly payments. Or you can get $1,200 instant rebates on selected models. Now is the time to buy. Like we said, it's easier than ever. Again, get 0% APR financing or get $1,200 instant rebate on selected Bobcat models at West End Sales at the Highway 1827 West intersection in Vail. Online at westendSales.com and like them on Facebook too.
Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln has been serving the Piedmont of North and South Carolina since 1919. Sure, they deliver to your home with home heating oils. They'll help keep you warm, but they do a whole lot more. They feature bulk fuel delivery, on-site and commercial fueling, backup generator fueling, and farm and agricultural fueling. For home or business or farms, call on Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln, 704-735-2508. Online at rhodesandbill.com, located at 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit mooneyinsurance.com.
Dr. John Clonger III, native and Lincoln High School graduate who attended UNC Dental School at Chapel Hill. In 1993, he graduated and returned home to practice with his father Les Cloninger and Uncle Robert Truman Cloninger. Dr. John Clonger III has maintained a private practice for 32 years and hasn't yielded to the corporate landscape. Dr. John Clonger III would like to thank all of his wonderful patients for their loyalty. Dr. John Clonger III and Dr. Aaron Hebner are taking new patients. They take most insurances and especially Delta Dental. Call for appointments today at 704-735-0765. Go Wolves!
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. David, Lenny, Mike, Brett. looking outside, looks really nice. Good day for some pollen. Getting dry. When is there rain in the forecast?
No.
There's not, is there?
7 days
Wow.
of heat.
Wow. Yeah, heat's coming back. Never seen so much up and down. We can be 36 one morning, 35 one morning, and the next day be in the 90s. It is really changing here. Looking to see who might have got the lyrics right. Brett knew them right off the bat. Lenny and Mike got it after a couple of hints. Butch got it without a hint. So
Pretty good.
it's doing well. For you folks that didn't get them, Walking Through Forest of Palm Tree Apartments. Everybody says that, don't they? At least one point in their life. And this one I know is a common line you use, Mike. Scoff at the monkeys who live in their dark tents. Got to say a little bit more. Down by the water hole, drunk every Friday, eating their nuts, saving their raisins for Sunday. That's some lyrics right there. And then it's got 2 Detroit teams, Lions and Tigers, who wait in the shadows. They're fast, but they're lazy and sleep in green meadows. LSD. Anybody want to predict what was the drug of choice when those lyrics were written by the famous Jethro Tull and Bungle in the Jungle?
Ian Anderson, the lead vocalist.
Ian Anderson, who also pitched for the Braves, didn't he, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were kin, but didn't they do something like that? Have Ian Anderson night, and it was something to do with Jethro?
I don't know.
It seems like the Braves did promote that with the Ian Anderson night, and something to do with the musician. Let's see. Jethro Tull, that comes from Butch, so he got those correct. Joey says he's listening to Sports Talk this morning and just shot. Now, when he says just shot, he's a photographer, okay? So don't take things the wrong way. Joey didn't just shoot somebody. Just shot the landmark 5K downtown.
What I want to know is if he got some shots of the emergency landing down at Lincoln County Regional Airport yesterday. I think he did.
Yeah. Nobody lost their life in that
Nobody lost their
accident,
life.
right?
I mean, I think one person had some significant injuries and the other person, nothing. So that's incredibly lucky.
Man. Let's see. Getting back here in the track of things, talk to me a little bit about the Final Four. That's because last Saturday was we were leading into the Final Four.
The championship game saved it from being pretty much a yawner. I mean, I don't think it was a great Final Four. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm talking about the battle of heavyweights never happened between Arizona and Michigan. That was just a blowout city, right?
Yeah.
And Connecticut's a goody team. They made it a game. Although I never really thought that Michigan was that threatened. What did you guys think? I mean,
Anything can happen, but
Yeah.
but I'm kind of like you. To me,
UConn was outmanned.
Kept doing
They
things
were
to
outmanned.
stay in it. UConn
Stay in
did.
it, yeah.
To me, that was could easily been a 10 to 15 point lead by Michigan, but
Yeah.
Connecticut give them they did
That's
everything to stay
They
in
they
it.
even out-rebounded
It felt like Michigan was in control,
Yeah, it
even
did.
though it was pretty close.
Yeah, it got down to, about a 1 or 2 possession game there in the final couple of
We
minutes.
got it with like 2 minutes left. It got down to 6, and UConn had a fast break,
And
missed a
missed
layup.
a layup.
Michigan went down and hit a
But
3.
the real dagger was that 3 that freshman hit. I
Yeah.
can't think of his name.
McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney. That was huge right there. It wasn't the final dagger, but I think that was probably that was a huge shot.
Yeah.
But that's good. 5 transfers, right? Michigan.
Yep. None of them started their college careers
None of
at
them started
Michigan.
their career
Get used to it.
Get used to it.
And then a little
That's the way it
side
is.
story was the starting center at Michigan 2 years ago was on the other
It
side.
was on the other side, yeah.
Harris Reed.
Harris Reed.
There were a lot of Final Four, like crossover, where a player had started at one of the other Final Four schools
Yeah.
and ended up at his current school. And
Everybody okay with the way college athletics is going these days?
I just don't like the age of the players. That's what bothers me more than any of it. How the guys can be 23 and 24 years old winning these titles.
I know it. It's,
I think the age range should be 18 to 22.
Yeah.
yeah.
They are trying to put in
There's-
something for college sports where you can only transfer one time. You can only stay 5 years max.
Oh,
only
yeah, the
transfer
executive
one
order,
time
but that's not going to
without sitting out a year.
Right.
It's not what?
I don't think that's going to hold up. What Trump's executive order? What was that, Brett?
It's the best idea we've had so
It
far.
is. I'm not saying it's a bad
They
idea.
put it out there. But
I like the
it's,
idea.
It's going to have to happen above the president. It's going to have to happen through Congress.
Yep.
Legal.
Yeah, the
More
courts.
legal.
right.
And then
Courts.
it's still going to be challenged.
You
Now,
could
whether it'll-
yeah.
But I think legality might not be as strong as you've got Congress approving it.
Well, true.
But,
I mean, I like it. Yeah, 5 years and one transfer. That would help.
What is the worst thing about
Was
the?
that 5 years of eligibility?
that's the way that I
Yeah,
understand it.
that's
See, I don't like that.
You got 5 years to play 4 years. Ain't that the way I understand
Yeah,
it, Mike?
Okay, so you can only play
You're limited to
4.
one transfer of your own volition,
Yeah,
whenever.
I think that is right. What Lenny
That-
said.
you
5
keep
years
that
to play
original
forward.
many years ago red shirt rule
Yep.
in effect.
Yeah.
5 years to play 4 is.
Does anybody redshirt anymore? I mean, I'm just asking. I don't
Not
know.
much.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? I mean, you could go somewhere and play.
Right.
You're, get some stats built. Get your go to another school and play a bigger school and play the next year.
Well, Duke had a player come this year that redshirted that he left high school a year early
And you redshirt.
to come to Duke and redshirt.
That's right.
I don't.
Sebastian.
Wilkins, I guess you get to practice with the team and do the workouts and all that, but why not just stay in high school and
Enjoy your
play your
senior
last year of high school?
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't get it.
Now it seems like Duke just gets younger every year.
They get
They have
younger.
guys leave high school when they're 17
Yeah.
and come and
That's not doing them
then
any
they're
good.
playing against 23-year-olds.
Instead of getting older, they get younger.
Cooper Flagg was like the youngest guy in the NCAA.
Still a teenager,
It's-
right?
Yeah.
I really think if you're going to take high school players from this point on, I don't think you should take more than 2.
I agree.
No, I don't either. I don't
I
see.
totally
I don't
agree.
get why Duke's still bringing in 4 or
Why
5
bring in 4 or 5?
high school guys every year. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I mean, and if you're Duke or Carolina, whoever, you got to get to ones that were like Boozer,
And even-
that are already ready to go.
Generational.
I mean,
Yeah.
but
Even
there's
if
a few out
even
there,
if you
though.
only play 2 of the 4 high school guys, well, the other 2 are going to leave.
Yeah.
So why are you even bringing them in?
That's right.
You know, here's where we are in today's basketball world. Mike sent me a message this week and said, "What's the guy's name that's leaving?"
Nick Kaminia.
Kaminia. He's leaving. And my first thought was, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
He thinks he's not going to get playing time.
Which means
That
the
everybody
guys
on that-
coming in are better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, this day and
Yes.
time, that's the first thing goes to my head. That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
thing because if he don't think he's going to get to play, then the
That's
roster
right.
is going to be okay.
But and to me, I don't like it. I would rather have the guy who's 20 years
Who's
old,
been
who's
there.
got a year of experience,
I know.
than even if the freshman is a little more talented.
Yeah.
I want the guy that's already played a year.
I'll say this.
That's true.
Some of these guys going in the portal, are they really going? Or are they doing that to renegotiate?
I've heard that
Their
Kaminia is
contracts.
just shopping around and seeing what's out there, and he might,
Right, you know.
depending on who Duke brings in, he could still.
Now, isn't it also true
Stay.
that it came down to UCLA and Duke, didn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think UCLA was really in on him. And then he's from California. Then I also heard that he has some ties to Tommy Lloyd at Arizona. I figure he'll end up at Arizona
I've
or
heard USC.
Well, I've heard
UCLA.
Oh,
I've heard
Arizona.
Illinois was one of his top
He could-
destinations.
But I would say that if UCLA's, because I'd say they're out now.
Yeah.
I read
They
I
got
read something
two.
while Duke was still
They
in
got-
the tournament that said Kaminia would be at Illinois next year. That it was already in the works.
Is that right?
Yeah, and that's why their season was still going.
Their coach, by the way, and I can't think of his name. He's
Underwood.
done a
Underwood,
terrific
Brad Underwood.
job with that. I
Well, if you look at the
he's
kind of
been
team
really good.
Illinois had, I think Kaminia fits right
Yeah,
in.
he fits right
Yeah.
in with that kind of team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
And that guy Underwood has really gone international,
Yes.
and
And that's kind of the game Kaminia has, is an international type
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Joey says that those photos are up on the Lincoln Times News website if you want to look at the photos of the 5K
5K.
today. I'm scared. I really don't want to look at them because Rick might be in one. So
Oh, that's right. It's in the extremely elderly
Division.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, not me.
He's
And
not
Mike can
listed.
say it because he's older.
I'm even older than him.
Jason says the NCAA is proposing a 5-year eligibility rule. That's what we were just talking on just a little bit there. The clock starts at graduation or age 19. It will be 5 years total and no more red shirt rule.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
I can understand that. There's no reason to have
no
red
reason
shirt.
to have a
when you-
red shirt.
I wish they'd do the one free transfer. You can play right away. Any transfer after that, you got to sit a year.
Go back to
I wish they'd do that.
Yeah.
That's the way I.
That's it. That's what they're doing. That's the proposed plan.
Yeah.
You can go. You can transfer once and play
Yeah.
instantly.
Because playing for 4 different schools in 4 years,
Yeah.
that's just not right.
Or 5, some cases. 5.
Yeah.
There and if you after that first transfer, you know,
Well,
And it seems like the COVID year has lingered. And I mean, what's the Ole Miss quarterback who got? Isn't he getting a 6th year?
Trinidad, the one year.
Chambliss?
Trinidad, or yeah.
Didn't the NCAA denied him like a 6th year, and then he sued, and now he's getting it? I mean, how
Well,
does
how
that?
about-
He had sued. I hadn't heard.
Can you just? It's like you just can play in college forever. Is
Well, how
what it
about the
seems like.
guy, the Virginia quarterback, Chad Morris, trying to get an 8th season at the college level? I guess he got caught up in COVID.
I think they'll
too.
start letting guys come back that have been in the NBA.
Yeah.
kind of doing that now? The Providence has got a guy from the G League,
Did they?
6'8" point guard.
Like
Ain't-
LeBron, if LeBron
ain't
wants to go
paid.
play at Ohio State next year, let him go.
Yeah.
Let him go play.
real quick, Joey, I messed him up. He said not the 5K; those photos aren't up, but the plane crash photos.
Okay, good.
Are up. Jonathan Butch Parker says, I think Carlos Boozer, is the perfect example of a freshman experience to with the bad pass. Oh, okay. I see what he's saying there. It didn't come out right, but a freshman making a pass like he made. is
Yeah,
what
Caden
he's trying to-
Boozer.
Caden, yeah. Would he make that if he had a year experience and back on the court? I mean, that's something we'll never know.
No.
You know,
You would
But-
think not, but doesn't that also involve coaching
I
strategy?
think it's a confidence thing. I think if you wanted to go to the free throw line and shoot the 1-and-1,
Yeah.
you just stand there and hold the
Hold
ball.
the ball.
But none of those Duke guys wanted to go to the free throw line.
Evidently not.
It was 1-and-1,
They held it,
and they all wanted to
it was
get
a
rid
hot-
of the
The
ball.
ball was a hot potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Duke only has one guy I would trust at the free throw line in that situation, and he was not having a good game.
Showtime Slim, that's right.
Showtime Slim.
Isaiah Evans, he was down in the opposite corner of the ball. He was nowhere near
He
the
didn't
ball.
want anything to do with it.
Well, I don't think it's that he didn't want it. I think that's just what Shire drew up for.
He's
the
quick. He
inbound.
can be in the backcourt. You want your quick guys in the backcourt.
That's right.
I think he should have been the one taking the ball out. That way, when you throw it into Boozer, he throws it right back to him.
Why are you giving
One
it
of those two guys should have been the one getting
Why are
fouled.
you giving it
Either
back to
Cam
Jack-
Boozer or Evans.
And why are you getting it back to Saul?
Yeah, I've already.
Not a good free throw shooter or handler.
No, really, when you got it to Cameron, that's.
Just let him
I'm
hold it.
sitting there holding it.
Yeah.
Come
Right.
get me.
Yeah.
Come get me.
Take your chances on the free throws. And they were they in the double bonus?
No, it was 1-and-1.
Was it?
1-and-1.
I think that's why they were panicked to get rid of the ball. Is because they didn't want to shoot the 1-and-1.
Well, on Monday night, I kept thinking if UConn stays within 10 points at the 2-minute mark, watch out. Watch out. But Michigan did a great job of fending them off. They
Yeah.
really did.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I tell you what, I couldn't believe how improved Elliot Cadeau is.
yeah. Yeah.
Lenny, I know you
He
had
was
to
really
be
good.
sitting there saying,
He
"Man,
was
why
good.
didn't you do? God, this guy."
I didn't want him to walk start with. You've all heard me saying You don't let him walk unless you got a point guard coming in
Yeah.
Which
that you know is coming.
Yeah, I think with him it was a confidence thing.
Yeah.
He just looked so much more comfortable.
Oh, no question. Just a much more poised.
And he didn't shoot really well, but
No, his
I mean, he
shooting
led
really-
that team. He ran the offense, ran the fast
Oh,
breaks.
Good assist, man.
Good
Yeah.
assist, man. Absolutely.
Halftime Saturday night, he's 2 for 14, and he's dominated the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's weird, isn't it?
I
And
mean,
that's
really,
a, that's a true point guard.
I mean, I had a friend of mine say, "Yeah, but he shot 2." It's not all about scoring.
No.
It's not all about scoring.
Yeah.
And he won most outstanding player because
Deservedly.
I mean, he was
Didn't he have 18 in the final
19,
game? 18,
19.
yeah, 19, yeah. Yep, he was.
I mean, yeah, I told Sarah Caden before, I said, he's the MVP. I said, if they win this.
well,
And I said, probably, would have been if he hadn't got hurt, because he'd have probably got more points.
the Lindenborg got in foul trouble against Arizona, and then he got hurt. And Michigan didn't miss a beat.
Didn't miss a
They
beat.
dominated Arizona with him on the bench,
Oh, yeah.
And
that was cause of Cadeau.
and a lot of people have forgot that their backup point guard didn't play a lick
That's right.
in the tournament. Kason,
That's how deep they were.
Kason, you know that.
And their big man was
and,
awesome
and
too.
at the time,
Oh,
I thought
wow.
that was one of the reasons I thought, yeah, they had the best team, but I
The
thought
foreign
they
player.
might be beat
Yeah.
because he
Mara.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
And that's
And
the
they had
one.
their best player all year didn't even make a dent in the game.
He wasn't a big factor in either game.
because of the injury.
Yeah. That's right.
That's the one silver lining for Duke. Even though they blew that game and should have been in the Final Four, I don't think they'd have beat Michigan. I just don't think they could.
Well-
I know they beat him one time, but
I know that hurts you.
Michigan
I
was
think.
Michigan was playing on another
I always
level.
want to play a
from-
team that beat me.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a team that we beat.
Yeah,
down
I don't even know if Duke would have beat Illinois,
Unless you
but I
beat them
don't
by
think they'd
30.
have beat Michigan.
I don't think
don't
they
either.
would have beat Michigan.
Michigan was the best
The
team.
way they were playing and running through the tournament.
Okay, now let's get to this. Danny Hurley's the best coach in college basketball. You agree or disagree?
Well, results speak, right?
Agree.
He gets more with
I
less.
have to say.
He gets more with
Yes.
less. You can like him or you can hate him, whatever it want to be. But right now, he's the best. He is. And if you give him some players, and I've saw that list of a couple in the top 15 or so committing to UConn, it's going to be
Oh, yeah,
trouble.
they'll be right back
It's going to be
next year.
trouble.
Well, they do have a lot of talent though.
Yeah.
I know you say more with less, but those guys are good.
They were in the game though with Michigan, and they were
Yeah.
they were really outmanned in that one,
But
height wise.
Oh, yeah. But this UConn team was not on the same level as the two teams he won it with back to back. I mean, I think
Which
they were
tells me
good.
he's a better coach.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
he did
And
it
he
with,
still got
yeah.
into the final.
Well, the
That's
second
right.
year when they won their second one, they were head and shoulders above everybody else in the
They
tournament.
just
They were,
blitzed through the tournament. Yeah.
even Purdue, they didn't have any trouble with.
What happened to that terrible women's program at UConn?
Well, I kind of look at it this way too. He's in the championship game 3 out of 4 years.
Yeah,
That's right.
But
and
also
he won
Florida,
2 games in the other
Florida
one, didn't he?
put him out the year that he did.
Right.
And they
Yeah.
won a
The
national
close
championship.
game.
I mean,
That's right.
Didn't he win 2 games before he played Florida last year?
that was the game 2.
Was that game 2? Okay.
That was the first weekend, but it was game 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday. It was a Sunday afternoon.
And
game.
it was a tight game.
Yeah, they might win this thing because it was close.
He's on Dan Patrick quite a bit. Dan will interview him about once a month or so, especially during the season. Maybe a little more often during the season. But the first thing he says, well, Dan, it takes a special kind of player to play here because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he admits he's crazy
He's
and hard to play for. But, man, the ones that
he's
do come
kinda,
there, they play for him.
He's kind of a modern day version Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
Yeah.
To me.
A little toned down from Knight.
Yeah, he's not a.
He's not going to hurt one.
And he's
I wouldn't
not.
think.
And he's not on his player. He's not. He's hard
might
on
hurt
his
a
players,
ref.
but he ain't gonna hurt his players. Like
He's not as angry, but he's very animated. He's more animated than Bobby Knight.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I see.
And he has a tendency to stay out of the coaching box.
And
It's on the court, actually.
And I think he's a good coach, and it takes
Yeah.
it takes a special kid to play for him. Now, here's one of the things I don't like about it. I think in a lot of ways, but what's old Dizzy Dean, ain't bragging if it's good. He wants to bring himself into as I'm the reason all this happens, which he probably is. But he wants to, just like the other night when he was interviewed after the Illinois game, or either after, I believe it was after when they was interviewing, they was booing in the background, and he stopped for a moment. Oh, are they booing about the headbutt?
Yeah, he did. That's how crazy he is.
You're bringing it back to me rather than
Yeah.
my team played great, and I was just saying.
He does. Yeah,
He did do that.
He likes to be part of the show.
Yeah.
No
Are they
doubt.
booing me? Of course they were.
I just didn't. I didn't want them to win 3 out of 4.
I think.
And I also thought Michigan was just overdue for a title.
Yeah, I know.
They've been
Oh, it was
close so
back
many
in the
times,
80s.
and
It was back in the
89.
80s.
I don't like
Ramil
Michigan.
Emil Robinson.
I don't like Michigan football,
Glenn-
but I got
Glenn Rice, Ramil Rice.
I got nothing against Michigan
Terry
basketball.
Mills.
I was happy for them.
Now, how many times have you been in the finals? Well, they were in there against Louisville and Rick Pitino,
Did
right?
Did I hear?
Yeah.
Total Final Fours, 8 since then. Am I making
they've
that
been a
up?
lot of.
They've
Final
lost in the
Fours.
title game 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4
And
times, yeah.
They lost to Duke and Carolina back-to-back years.
That's right.
And then what's the guy that was there?
Who did
before?
that?
John Mateer.
Michigan lost to Duke
Michigan
and Carolina
did.
in
Yeah, they
92
did.
and
They did.
93.
Yep, the Fab Five.
And then weren't they there?
The
one year
unfab
when,
five.
What was the guy that was between him and Jawan Howard? I think
Beeline or Beeline or whatever.
Beeline.
Yeah.
Beeline. That's who I was trying to say.
He got to a couple Final Fours. One of the
John
years they played in the
Beeline.
title game.
when they had the Wagner.
Yeah. Trey Burks. Burke or
Yeah.
Burks was their
Trey Burke.
point guard. They've had some really good teams. They just fell short a bunch of times.
How
so it
about
was-
the Big Ten, man? 2 basketball titles, men's and women's, and also a football
Well,
championship.
how about me saying in basketball they were long overdue?
Oh, yeah.
20-some years.
Yeah.
2000, wasn't it?
I mean, that's hard to believe that conference hadn't won a title in men's
And the
basketball.
same way with in women's. They hadn't won one in Big Ten in 20 years. Some years.
Every women's game was a blowout.
And that's hard to
in the tournament.
that's hard to
Final
count
four.
because it's UCLA. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Big
new
Ten.
team.
You have to think for a minute. Like,
Big
I
team.
know.
what do you mean a big team?
I know it.
Well, that's like Texas was in it. That's a SEC school.
That's
And
crazy.
Butch, you're going to have to help me translate some of your text here. I know he's talking about Hurley here. He was allowed to bang into the people in both games. I think he's talking about Hurley there.
The officials.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
no chance of a foul call. Well, maybe that wasn't. I don't know who that would pertain to. And then I really need some help on this one. The word Butch has put is Godo, G-O-D-O, and then in parentheses, S-I-C. Sick. Is that the good kind of sick? That the bad kind of sick? Am I missing something there?
Can't translate that.
And then he put no Godo. Anybody help me with Godo?
Godo.
Godo.
is this some Ohio Michigan rivalry thing he's trying to say?
There is no rivalry.
You think he
Big Blue rules.
Amazing Blue held to the victory.
Ned says.
well, I would disagree with that one.
What Ned says wasn't the original
Maybe in basketball.
red shirt for medical reasons. It was a serious. It was for a serious season-ending injury, but they slowly were allowed to use it almost any season, for any reason.
That was kind of parlayed. I think it originally was a medical pro. Then in
Yeah,
football, it was
medical
parlayed
redshirt.
into offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to redshirt you, go get you bigger, stronger.
How do you think Nebraska had their run? They would redshirt a whole class
Yeah. I think Butch is telling us that
in football.
Kudo was a Carolina transfer instead of Godo. I think he's saying Kudo was a Carolina transfer. We knew that.
Go
yeah,
for the
that
dough, didn't
He went for the dough, that's for sure.
he? He go for the dough.
He go for the dough.
Was that a big blow to Hubert Davis when Cadeau left?
Heck yeah, as it turned out.
At the
It's
time,
like
I don't
Yes,
think it
but
was.
and I guess I am trashing Hubert again. You let him walk.
Well, okay, I'm asking, did he?
Or did,
Or did the
money
person that
cost?
handles the money?
Let him walk.
Well, I heard there's money issues, but
Yeah, and he didn't get the NIL he was wanting to
I
get.
heard that.
But who's in charge of that? Are you going to coach a program where you don't get a big time say in the money?
That's true.
You know, I mean,
Does
I
Carolina
don't know
have
who's
a
at
general
fault.
manager in
they
basketball?
do.
Yeah,
They do.
Okay.
But last year was his first year,
Well,
so I don't
There
know
you go.
where if he stepped in.
I think if Caleb Wilson stayed healthy all year, there wouldn't even be any of this conversation
yeah, he
about,
would still be
about
in
Hubert
Chapel
Davis.
Hill, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I think they'd have probably been in at least a Sweet
Well,
16
I-
team,
Yeah,
maybe a
they
Elite
would have
Eight.
lost to TCU.
I think if they won the first round, he's still there.
I think this: if you beat
Yeah.
Virginia Commonwealth,
He's still there.
and even if you lose to Illinois, you're still there.
You're still there.
But
but
you would have been an underdog to Illinois.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely.
I think there was three things down the stretch. You lost your last three games as head coach,
Yep.
which at Duke was not unexpected. Even if Caleb Wilson had played, I think they lose over there. But then
Yeah,
you come into the tournament and play Clemson. You get 17 down in the second half, and you make a frantic run, but you don't. First of all, you shouldn't get 7. You ought to be frantic when you hit the floor, and then you go and you have a 19-point lead, and you lose it.
Yeah.
It's VCU.
Those last three games.
Yeah.
were the downfall.
I just think you.
And then this didn't help you in the media room. You laid an egg when
You did.
when you said, "What happened? What do you mean?" That was
Yeah.
the first one. And the second thing was they asked him, and he said, "Well, because it was my decision."
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or whatever. I think that didn't help.
Didn't they ask him, you only played 6 players?
That was
Did they get tired, and is that why they lost the lead?
Yeah,
Right?
and he said that was my decision.
My decision,
And I think it had a lot of things had to fall into place for it to happen. I'm like you, Caleb Wilson's there, he survives anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But and then after went 2 or 3 days and nothing happened, I don't think it had to happen then because
It was
then
such
you're
an-
gonna say, well, you're on a 1-year watch and a 1-year watch. Who wants to go there if this guy's under a 1-year watch?
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of forced their hand.
Right.
But let's talk about the aftermath of that. Michael Malone, I didn't see that coming.
That was out of left field to me. It really was. But that's time when I'm okay with it.
Are you?
I believe.
Okay.
I think you probably
I'm okay.
upgraded by some people telling you no.
I'm okay. It might blow up in their face,
No.
but I don't think this is.
You don't think it's gonna be another
This is
Belichick?
not a Belichick thing.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, if he fails, it'll be strictly because
He just didn't get the people.
he just didn't get it done. Yeah.
Well, I think he's got to have time to figure out how he wants to build the roster.
Yeah.
That's because
Building the roster
there's
is
different ways to
everything.
build the roster, and I would guess he's going to look for older guys.
Yeah.
Is what he's going to want.
I think so too.
Which is good.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you guys something. Monty just sent me a message, and it is the perfect thing. What I'm going to tell you the difference right now in Duke and Carolina are. Duke wants to win a national championship. Carolina wants to beat Duke.
Well, that's
That's
all.
what I see.
Yeah.
And Monty sent me the perfect thing like that. Let's not
But
forget.
they did beat Duke this year.
Right, they did. They did. But that, I mean, that's just, Duke's got national championship on their mind. Carolina's got to get back to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to get back to that and not just beating Duke and let that be their season.
Oh, absolutely. If that's
And I'm not
the case.
saying you, Lenny.
Oh, yeah.
I just think the
I understand.
majority of the fans are that way.
Well, do you think
they are
it's-
obsessed with Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're obsessed with Duke,
Yep.
which is, you know what that is? That is flattery to the Duke, to the
Oh,
Duke
yeah.
people over in Durham.
Yeah.
They love that. So
Well, but the guy has not had much college coaching except very early in his career. But at the big time level now in college, they're all pros anyway. So I don't think I don't see that as a problem. Do you?
It took me out of left field just because I didn't see this coming. But after I kind of digested it, I'm really and here's I kept hearing Donovan.
No,
I'm
you're
okay with
not.
Donovan, but here's my problem with Donovan. If we're waiting on Donovan, he's not hired yet.
No.
We're sitting here today, and he's
Yeah.
still
Season's
not
not
hired.
over yet.
And like I told
Till
somebody,
Sunday, right?
if you waited another week,
You lose some people.
you lose people, and I
Yep.
wouldn't let players stand in the way of that. But here's the other thing: if you wait a week, he's got total leverage. Donovan, well, yeah, I'm interested, but I want this, and that. So and then it really does look like a circus. That you waited and.
But once Donovan got to prove in college, he won back-to-back titles. There's only a few coaches that have ever done that. I mean, I can't see going from the NBA back down even to.
What's his records as the NBA coach?
It's not that great.
That might be why.
He was pretty good
I mean,
at OKC.
I mean, I just wondered. I don't know.
Wasn't he?
I don't know what his. I know the team he's with this year. Very
NBA
good,
is
right?
all. It's just about what players you have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Bulls aren't
Just don't
getting.
have any play.
And I'm gonna say this, Mike. I'm not saying this will happen, but I could see Billy Donovan still back in college basketball.
Well, yeah.
But let's wait one calendar year, because if Mark Pope does not win at Kentucky
Yeah.
next year,
Talk about being
Yeah.
on a one-year watch.
Yeah, right.
He is.
yeah, then I could see, and Donovan's roots are there.
Yeah.
from being with Patino, an assistant
that's
coach,
true.
and I'm not
That's true.
saying that's going to happen.
That
'Cause
could
That may not be the direction they want to go in, because he will be another year older.
Yep.
But if I see him come back, I see it maybe at a Kentucky.
It's good. That's a very interesting point.
I just thought of something too about the obsession too. Malone's first words out of his mouth were "you."
Really. I was going to say
I mean, they're
say
obsessed.
the press conference.
I'm not here to be second.
Letting this university
What-
back on top in this conference.
Yeah.
And
I can promise you this. I wouldn't want it this way, but I'll lose to Duke twice every year if you put me in the Final Four.
Damn right. You put me in the Final Four. Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with that.
I'll lose to
I'm in,
Carolina twice.
I'm like, see, I'm not.
you want to win those games. Don't get me wrong. I know you're not. And I said I'm not saying that
I'm
about
like
you.
I get upset when you don't play, when they don't play well when they're playing other people.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, of course.
Yeah, if you can't get up for Duke, then you don't need to be there.
You going somewhere, Lenny?
See you, Lenny. You're not staying for breakfast?
Oh Lord, that's funny.
Kind of the way I look at it.
His alarm went off. That's funny.
I better check, make sure somebody not there.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Jason says Malone has made a big splash. I want Lenny to hear this. Malone has made a big splash with the hire of assistant coach Chuck Martin from Arkansas. Martin and Malone coached together over 25 years ago at Providence. Was that with Patino?
No,
That was after Patino.
Pete Gillen.
Okay.
Pete Gillen.
Yeah, that's right. I knew I'd heard a name.
Pete Gillen.
He also says Martin Call was Calipari leading recruiter.
At Arkansas.
Yeah.
Now, I think the lead recruiter most of the time when Calipari was at Kentucky was Orlando Antigua. And guess where he's at right now? Which makes he's at Illinois.
Yeah.
So it makes you think a lot of them guys they brought in last year, he had a say-so in that.
Did they release the terms of his contract? What is it? I know it's
It has. But I
5
heard
years,
8.3.
close to 50 mil.
So the pay.
It's
which
pretty
would-
good.
Which you could put that kind of pay out there, not having to buy out somebody's contract.
It was only $5 million to buy out Hubie, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I don't know what your thoughts are. Me and Brett talked about this back and forth with text a little bit during the week when this happened and everything, because him being out of town and all. But I think they hit a home run. Now here's the only question I've got about him is you have to coach more in college.
Yeah.
You have to coach more in college. So as long as he can take that on, and
No, didn't he have a reputation, Brett, for being,
he's not been a head coach in college, right?
No.
Okay.
think
Yeah.
so.
No, he has not.
Yeah. That's why I say that.
He's a long time head coach in the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a
Kings
different
and the
game, and
Nuggets.
there you're coaching more egos
Now,
than
he
you are
did
anything
get
else.
fired from the Denver Nuggets, although he won a championship, so you got to give him. But he won it with the best player in basketball and the Joker.
But wasn't the firing more over him in disagreement with
Yeah, I think
about
so.
playing people?
Yeah.
Might have been, yeah.
It was.
He's pretty fiery, isn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
And that was, so
Yeah.
when I heard, I said, I had no problem with the fact, best I can remember him being fired at Denver, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Because it was just right before the playoffs started, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a week.
Were they in the play? They
Yeah,
were in the
they-
play.
Yeah.
they'll be in it, yeah.
Yep. Jason says Malone's contract 6-year, $50 million. Average
pretty good.
$50 million average salary. Makes him the second highest paid coach behind Bill Self. The only thing I wonder about that, I mean, these schools can pay what they want to a coach, but could you got him for less? I mean, I'm just asking, but I mean,
Probably could have.
He wanted to coach.
Probably
I
could
would
have.
guess he wants to coach.
I just don't even.
Look at the
I don't
money.
even care.
I don't
Nah,
either.
It don't matter.
either.
I don't care if they're paying him $80 million.
Yeah.
If he wins, he wins.
Well,
I mean, that's all you care
The only
about.
thing
He's
the
got to
only-
win.
The only thing that concerns me is if he only lasts 2 years, you got to pay the rest of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if something would happen, he only lasts a year or two, then you're going to have to pay the rest of the
What I
contract.
read
You got to
too.
buy him out.
It only matters to me if it affects you down the road. If
Yeah.
having to pay that buyout
away
or whatever
from
takes
player
away from what you
salaries.
can build,
Right.
then it matters.
And here's what I've read. The buyouts are,
Lyrics, Mike.
Oh.
Go ahead, Lenny.
the buyouts are real low after this year, the first year.
Are they?
Which you said, well, there's a fear, would he jump back to the NBA? Is what, and Carolina's, what I understood, said, no, we feel like he's here. He's not going to jump. It's not a Belichick coming to try to build his resume.
And you're not going to fire him after
Because-
1 year anyway,
Because they said,
unless he just does something wrong, and then you don't have to pay his.
Okay.
That's right.
That's a big part right there. Then does he? I know his daughter plays volleyball at Carolina. Does he have any other North Carolina ties that you know of?
well, Pat Sullivan, who's going to be one of his assistants, they worked in the NBA together, and they're both New Jersey guys. So I think he was the initial
Okay.
person he was the original contact.
Right. I just didn't know if there was a link, between him and
I don't think so.
North Carolina itself. So
Sullivan
I
played on
do.
the
I do. I think it's
93 championship
It
team.
looks like everything he did was in the Northeast part of the country until he went to the NBA and started
Manhattan
started
College.
coaching. Yeah.
Providence. He was the director of basketball operations at Virginia
He
for
played
1
at,
year.
He played at Loyola, Maryland. He's from Queens.
Yeah. Well, he's from Queens and Hurley's from Jersey. That would be a good match.
Lenny, any problems with Carolina going outside the family? I guess you figured
Not
that had to
really.
happen.
I'm glad that he's keeping.
They had to this time.
I'm
They
glad
had
he's
to.
keeping some Carolina guys in the mix, but they
Who's
didn't
he
all. But
keeping?
they didn't all
Marcus
need to
Page?
be.
Marcus Page.
Page left.
Page
didn't
went
he?
to UNC
did
Charlotte.
he?
What about Sean May?
Sean May and Pat Sullivan are the two.
Okay.
And then the director of operations, Eric Hoots, who's from Newton,
Okay.
kept him. But he's really in a non-basketball role. It's more of an administrative role for him.
Monty says money should not be an object when it comes to getting the Heels back to the top. Well, I would say, okay, I could say that about 50 teams.
Oh, yeah.
But the question is, the only thing I was asking was, could you got him cheaper? I mean, I don't care if they paid him double what he's getting. I would still ask the question, or it's just.
And I don't know, but I think it sounds like to me he probably got what Lord was going to get.
They actually did good
Lord
because
got a
7.7
raise.
Yep.
And
well, they
this is
didn't go.
8.3.
They didn't go over the highest paid coach either.
Right.
That would probably made it look a little worse if they paid him more than any coach is making. But they are below Bill Self, and there's a lot of coaches out there that their next contract is going to pass him, so he's right in line.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
yeah, I got no problem with it, but I just wonder, I mean, if I go out and want to buy something and you got to make a bid on it, I'm not starting with my highest number.
Right.
And that's why I asked the question. Can you get it for less if you tried to a little bit? But no, I'm not gonna throw the money away, so to speak. We got to take our final time out. What you got, Lenny?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yep. Final time out. Mike's got lyrics for us here.
Okay, here we go. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday.
We'll be back.
Make 2026 the year you finally move into your new dream home from Key Builders of Lincoln. Go online at mykeybuilders.com and check out their many floor plans. Locally owned and operated and serving this area for 24 years. Yes, serving the Piedmont of North and South Carolina. That's Key Builders, 1459 North Aspen Street in Lincoln. Your key to your new home is waiting for you. from Key Builders in Lincoln.
How would you like to be your own contractor? Stop in at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville and see Robert or Hunter. 5 years in business and the only engineer stamped AutoCAD design shed to home conversions. They know the North Carolina residential code and will build your county permit package. On-site built 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a true sleeping loft, multiple designs, cottages, cabins, studio apartments. Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes at 2268 Lincoln Highway, Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Call 704-727-8774. Open Sundays by schedule appointments only. Follow them on Facebook.
Buying a Bobcat is now easier than ever at West End Sales in Vale. Now get 0% APR financing. That means low monthly payments. Or you can get $1,200 instant rebates on selected models. Now is the time to buy. Like we said, it's easier than ever. Again, get 0% APR financing or get $1,200 instant rebate on selected Bobcat models at West End Sales at the Highway 1827 West intersection in Vale. Online at westendSales.com and like them on Facebook too.
Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln has been serving the Piedmont of North and South Carolina since 1919. Sure, they deliver to your home with home heating oils. They'll help keep you warm, but they do a whole lot more. They feature bulk fuel delivery, on-site and commercial fueling, backup generator fueling, and farm and agricultural fueling. For home or business or farms, call on Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln, 704-735-2508. Online at rhodesandbill.com, located at 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Like them on Facebook too.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Call Mooney Insurance in Maiden or East Lincoln Insurance in Denver or visit mooneyinsurance.com.
Dr. John Clark III, native and Lincoln High School graduate who attended UNC Dental School at Chapel Hill. In 1993, he graduated and returned home to practice with his father Les Cloninger and Uncle Robert Truman Cloninger. Dr. John Clark III has maintained a private practice for 32 years and hasn't yielded to the corporate landscape. Dr. John Clark III would like to thank all of his wonderful patients for their loyalty. Dr. John Clark III and Dr. Aaron Hebner are taking new patients. They take most insurances and especially Delta Dental. Call for appointments today at 704-735-0765. Go Wolves!
First Federal Savings Bank has been serving Lincoln County since 1940. And as it has been from the beginning, customer service is a priority to First Federal Savings Bank. They want to get to know you by name. First Federal Savings Bank has the convenience, the products, and the services that the larger banks have, but with hometown people that you see throughout your community. Stop in and visit one of their 4 convenient locations and see what First Federal Savings Bank has to offer you. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Let's just go right back to Mike with his lyrics. I got them almost instantly. I had the song in my head there pretty quick.
Anybody else
Yeah.
get them?
No, don't have any other. Go ahead and read them again.
I'll give you 2 lines. Well, I remember every little thing as if it happened only yesterday, parking by the lake, and there was not another car in sight. And I never had a girl looking any better than you did.
Yeah. And we could play the game Alive or Dead with that one. He has passed away.
That's right.
What is the group goes by, a dish that you eat.
Yeah.
But what is the, what was his real name? Can anybody remember what his real name was?
I did know, but it's not coming to me.
That's the way I am too. It escapes me right now. I was gonna,
Because you always identified, with him. I mean, Meatloaf.
Oh, you just said it.
Just
You just said
said
your
it.
answer. And Ned had just texted
Did he
me
get
with
it?
it. Yep. Just a
Okay,
minute
good.
ago. Monty says back to the Carolina thing. The time frame may have played into the whole scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of time, anytime to get a coach. I mean, because number one, any of the sports. Okay, look how fast the NFL coaches are named, because you got to start. You got to get ready. I mean, you know, you're bringing somebody. Everything is a year-round sport now.
Right.
I mean, you may only play in that certain season, but everything is year-round as far as a coach or a GM or anything like that would be doing. Ned says dashboard lights, and it's Paradise by the dashboard light.
Paradise by the
Yep.
dashboard light.
Yeah, I think at one time I had that old Meatloaf 8-track or something like that. You didn't look him up, did you, Brett? See what his
Yeah, Michael Aday, A-D-A-Y.
I wouldn't have come up with that.
I wouldn't either.
I would not have come up with that. And I think he did pass away 5 years ago, maybe. Or
It's been a little bit ago. Yeah.
yeah, just trying to see exactly. Lenny says he has us a really good trivia question about the Masters. I probably won't be the person to get this.
It's really a little personal thing. You about have to look it up. I heard him tell this. Fuzzy Zeller passed away back in November or December of this year, and they were talking about him yesterday, his loss. My question is, what is Fuzzy Zeller's actual name?
He wasn't fuzzy, was he?
No.
Ooh.
And
That's a good
where
question.
did he get? And I'll add to that. What is his actual name? And how did he get the name Fuzzy? So it's a two-part. It's connected.
You got me.
You about have to look it up. I just heard him tell it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's the reason I knew it. I heard him tell it.
Yeah.
And when he release it, give it a little.
Well, you can give people.
I'll give people a second.
People a chance. Just repeat it one more time.
Well, if anybody knows it, they probably heard it yesterday.
Yeah. Fuzzy Zellers. What is his actual complete name?
Mr. Zeller.
And the name Fuzzy,
Jonathan.
How
I'm
was,
going with
how was the
John.
name Fuzzy determined in his name?
Ah.
But he did have another name. Other than, I'm like you, I thought it was Fuzzy too.
Maybe he had a beard at one time. Not a beer. I'm sure he had a beer, but a
I think
beard.
I think he had some of them too.
A few.
He was.
He's a jovial guy.
He was. He was a cut. You love those guys on the golf
Yeah.
course.
I mean, we hadn't had that many characters.
Chi Rodriguez comes to mind whenever.
His lesson, that's Chi Rodriguez.
Yeah, Cha-Cha
Rodriguez.
Cha-Cha Rodriguez, as
Yeah.
on look. It's on
He's on
WKRP.
WKRP.
Yeah.
Cha-Cha
That's where that comes
Rodriguez.
from.
And who's the greatest character of them all? I can't think of his name. He was known for his long drives.
Oh, that
John
was
Daly.
John Daly.
John Daly.
Long John Daly.
Yeah, baby.
He didn't drive. He had a chauffeur.
Grip it and rip it.
They should have gave Tiger some
I was going to
notes.
say, Tiger should hire his chauffeur.
It's so fair.
Yeah.
He needs a driving Miss Daisy.
Daly now is known for his loud outfits
Yeah.
when he plays. I don't
Yeah.
think he was so much back in his early days or anything, but
No.
now if he plays, he's going to stand
He's
out.
going to stand out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not getting any answers to that, Lenny. You're going to have to give it to us. I
Okay.
don't want to go off the air with.
His name is Franklin or Frank Urban Zeller
Frank Urban Zeller.
Jr.
So FU leads to
So the name
Fuzzy.
come from Frank Urban F-U-Z.
how about
Fuzz.
that Fuzzy?
That's how he got
F-U-Z
the
is
name
initials.
Fuzzy Zeller.
That's pretty neat.
From his initials.
That is pretty neat. Yeah. I can't tell you what my initials would spell on the air. People probably called me that before, but I like that. The Masters is, it just entered my mind again that I don't know if this was, I think people are just tickled to death over Rory because he's got a lot of fans and having that. What if it's somebody else? What if it's Scheffler had the. Here's the difference. I feel like Rory could collapse and not, but Scheffler's not going to collapse.
No,
if he had that 6-stroke lead, he's not going to collapse.
No.
You know, if it was somebody in that lead that you didn't care for, you know, would it make a difference?
Right.
But I don't know that. I don't know if there are many enemies there though. What was I trying to say? Or just, you know, the only enemies that what's his name for me again? The leader.
McElroy.
McElroy. The only enemies he ever made were comments he made about the new organization.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, so
that's right.
I don't even think that still exists, does it? The bitterness between some of them are coming back. Some of these guys are
Not as bad as it was.
Yep. But
No, and he never did leave it, you know. So
Right.
from a PGA point of view, he was loyal.
I always thought they should have did something like the Ryder Cup, but have PGA versus Live like a weekend tournament. But PGA probably wouldn't
maybe afraid they lose.
go for it. Yeah.
Coming this morning, I had on Marty and McGee, and they were talking about one of them had bought one of those gnomes.
Yeah, the gnomes were everywhere.
And they were trying to name, they were having people call in to give it a name. One of them that I don't know if I guess Marty had bought it, and so their number one name right now was, let me think of it, Greg Norman.
Greg Noman.
Norman. That was their number one, Greg Norman.
Yep. Not
Rather
bad.
than Norman.
Noman. Yeah. Not bad.
If is there a golfer out there you guys are pulling for?
I'm fine with McElroy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He's always been my favorite since he came in.
I like,
don't know why, but he's been my favorite.
Xander Schauffele is probably my favorite guy
he's a
now.
likable guy.
Yeah.
I also like Brooks Koepka.
Yeah,
And he's back to the
is. He
PGA,
is.
and he's won majors. But him and Schauffele both have won majors, but not the Masters. But I just don't see. I don't see anybody coming back
I
from
don't
this.
see. I mean,
I guess it'll take somebody getting really hot, having a great round, and Rory dropping a little bit.
Dropping.
But I don't want to see somebody collapse and lose it.
I don't want to see another Greg Norman collapse.
Butch says Justin Thomas.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yep.
I mean the heartache.
I like Justin Rose.
The good thing is Rory did win it last year. So if he did lose this lead, I wouldn't feel quite as bad for him.
Oh yeah.
But if he does lose it, I hope it's because somebody just gets hot and
He don't collapse.
makes a comeback.
Don't like to see. I don't like to see any of them collapse. You
And I
know.
agree. If anybody could collapse, it could probably be because he's so aggressive. But I just think the pressure's off now. I
Yeah.
think that's why he's played
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, I
you know,
think you're right.
He's just-
He got his Masters jacket.
Now, they said he arrived 2 days earlier than normal, and said in the past he didn't come till Monday, and he dreaded it. Let's just get this thing started.
Yeah.
And said this week he didn't care when it started. It's just he's just got a little different frame of mind that he can relax. As I say, me saying that probably the kiss of death for him. But.
Okay, if he's got does he have the most pressure on him, or does the people that are right behind him have more pressure? See, I think the pressure's on Rory.
Yeah.
I mean, you go out there and if you double bogey early in this round today, gives everybody else a chance.
Everybody hope.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to double bogey at Augusta. So I think he's still got to stay just as focused. And
He's got to play. He's really got to hit the course like he's been the last 2 days. Don't try to protect the lead.
right. Yeah.
Play.
Right.
Play.
Yeah, just
you know.
play.
Just play. Now, that's easier said.
That is. I mean, that's a mental thing right there. That is
Kind of like going in their dressing room at halftime and you're up 20 points.
It's like Duke
I'm-
basketball.
It's like Duke basketball.
First thing I
Wait a minute.
thought of was Duke
Carolina,
basketball.
Throw Carolina in there.
Carolina, yeah, both of them blew 19-point leads.
We're going to play like it's 0-0. No, it's not 0.
Yeah, I know.
It's not,
I know.
and
Yeah.
that's, so
I almost, if I was in that position, I'd like to be one stroke ahead. I hate to say it that way, but in reality, you really want to be 6 strokes ahead. But for my mental state, I probably should just be 1 stroke ahead, or even. And all you got to do is be 1 stroke ahead at the end of the day tomorrow.
And I hate to say this, and I'm not saying Roy will collapse, but the chances, because they've been talking all week, they thought didn't know if anybody would score double digits or it'd be right at the.
Yeah.
And my thing is, it is going to get harder today and tomorrow.
Yes.
The course is going to get tougher, and there's more likelihood you're going to back up than go forward.
Well, he's at 12 under, and he might win it at 12 under.
Yeah,
he might just shoot par the next 2 days, and
That'd be enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that may be in his favor that it's going to be a little harder.
yeah.
You know.
Unless somebody who just makes a hard charge, either tomorrow or today or Sunday.
Yeah. What's the? I know it's what's some of the bigger leads we've seen go away, evaporate. You know, either on Saturday or Sunday. I mean, Greg Norman's one of the ones come to mind. What was his lead? What was his lead
7
on
strokes,
Sunday?
wasn't it?
Was he up 7 on a
6 or
Sunday?
7, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was epic. It was.
And then when you really want to say some other epic, not by Norman's standards, but Rory's had some.
Yeah.
He has.
There, he's.
Is there any other sport that is more mental than golf?
Yeah, so individual. I mean, it's completely individual.
You saying
It's
you saying that? I heard this yesterday. Marty Smith said this. He made the statement. He said, Bobby Jones said that the.
It's isn't the Carolina basketball player either. Is it?
Not that player.
Bobby Jones made the statement that the 5-inch golf course was the most important thing.
Yeah.
Space between your mind.
Oh, yeah. 5
He
inches.
said the 5-inch golf course was and what you just said.
I mean, I think he needs to be focused, but he also don't need to be too tight.
Right.
No.
I mean, that's a fine line. I'm telling you, it's tough. I mean,
I got the quote: "Golf's played on a 5-inch course. The space between your ears."
yeah, it is.
That's
It
pretty
is.
cool.
Every one of them out there have the ability
Right.
to hit the ball, to hit it where they want it, to putt it. Every one of them have that ability, so it's got to be just mental.
I don't think Rory will lose because of the pressure.
Not now.
Right.
Because he's been in these situations, all kinds of different situations, so many times. If this was Tommy Fleetwood or a really good player that hadn't won a major that had this lead, I would really fear for them losing it mentally. But I think Rory's tough enough now mentally. That's not what's going to beat him.
And the pressure's off now. I'm playing house
Ned
money
says
now.
professional bowling.
Ah.
I don't know. I guess I could see that a little bit if if you're winding down to the end and got a perfect game or something, and
That's right.
it's going to take that perfect game to win. Well, that wouldn't pool go along with part of that too? Then I mean, if you're talking about those kind of
How about double
kind
match
of
point in
sport.
tennis?
tennis.
That's pretty tough. Both
I hate to say it, but talking about a sport that's really lost its popularity.
Oh yeah, God.
We need a villain
We do
in tennis.
We need a bad boy.
You're right.
You need a villain in tennis to make it interesting.
Yeah, that's really true.
Well, we'll know.
Either that
In
or
2
a
days.
major superstar.
A major superstar, yeah, that would help too. Yeah, it'd be great if
That's
it's
a
American.
Serena Williams and
automatically
a Roger Federer
Well,
type.
what I was thinking about was John McEnroe.
McEnroe, Jimmy
McEnroe
Connors.
could bring the crowds back
Yeah.
because of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would might go see him if it was McEnroe. Thanks for tuning in to Sports Talk for Lenny, Mike, Brett. What you got, Mike?
Oh, congrats to Brett for running away with the tournament challenge. Right?
He did. How many people were in it?
60.
60.
Hey, I finished 300 and something out of 26 million plus overall.
And
Yeah, he did.
Oh, wow.
Sherry
Yeah.
Cole.
300 and something out of.
Sherry Cole, third place in her first ever attempt.
And Mike and David still at the bottom,
Yep.
holding everybody up. See you next week.